Ladies and gentlemen of the VFX world, the entire promoverse. Look in the mirror and see what's staring back at you. The biggest show that's graced the presence of this industry in the last year. Broke all the records, broke all the numbers. Last year's Bloody Mania, we shattered the ceiling that we all see exist above us. 30 plus matches, 60 plus competitors. No one touched what we did, and now we are back here around for year 2 in VPW on the grandest stage of them all, Bloody Mania 2, where we see people come around to grace our screens like the longest reigning comp champion of all time, Danny Darko, defending the title twice. We have retiring matches. All titles are on the line. This is a show where we release the freaks, where we show what we are made of, why VPW is one of the best there ever has been in the last 4 years, where we make a claim that this time is ours alone. So please everyone, come join us all August 10th and 11th for Bloody Mania 2, Release the Freaks.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to check out EMP Presents Splash August 20th. You have big matches like Shady versus Quack 2. You've got Johnny Blade taking on Deviant, taking on Dante Black, maybe? For the World Heavyweight title. And you got Gypsy taking on BX Princess 2. And then you got the talked about match. You got D-Psycho versus Mad T. Ladies and gentlemen, Splash is going to be huge. Don't forget to check it out only on EMP Network. Thank you.
If you have ever wanted to own a championship belt made to the highest quality standards, an exact duplicate of your favorites growing up that you saw on TV, or your own dreamed up customization, reach out to ORM Belts, the official sponsor of Heart and Soul Promotions, maker of the Soulfire, Tag Team, and Pure Heart Championship. That's ORM Belts.
Welcome to Hsp Grudge. I'm your host, Dr. Quack, and we're coming back from vacation, and we're coming back out here swinging. So get ready, folks. We got a lot of action-packed action matches coming up here. We've got the first tournament here, the first round, and we got our first match with it. Joe Bob Daniels, Cruella de Vil. Let's take it to the ringside.
Here we go. Cruella. Now, I don't know what kind of vamp you are, but I'm going to get stocked up here, and I got all the things I need for either way. Whatever kind of vamp you are, I got myself covered. I got 2 pair of knee pads here, so in case you're the ones that bite. I got me a couple of giant Chinese stars. I got my hammer and my wooden stakes and a crowbar. And got me some holy water that the wife got at the church down the street. You ever taste this stuff? I ain't never either, but let's see what the heck. Ooh, that's my moonshine. She done tricked me. But hell, that'll clear out anything that'll ail you, so I'll just leave it with the moonshine. So, in case you're that type, I got myself all protected and ready to go. Now, if you're the other kind, I'm not so sure what I'm going to do. I mean, I ordered a body condom, but I don't think it came in the mail yet. So I'm kind of shit out of luck there. Maybe if I just wrap myself up in plastic wrap down there in the vitals, keep them warm and safe, that ought to be all right that way. Because I don't know what kind of amp you are. If you're the one that sits out in the dark street corners at night and you come across some poor old bastard that you sweet talk him and then you bite him and suck the life out of him. Or are you the other kind of vamp that hides in the street corners at night and hunts her prey and comes up behind the fellers and sweet talks them and sucks their life out of them that way? I don't know which one you are. I ain't taking no chances. I got you coming and going. All I need now is go upstairs or pack this all up, and then I gotta go upstairs. Get me my garlic and a mirror so I can see right away if you's one of them other vamps. Then I'll go get into action, if you know what I'm saying. So, Corella, I hope you're ready for a good old country ass whooping. And I hate to be the one that does it to a lady because that's not my way. But I gotta do what I gotta do, honey. And if I want to keep winning, I gotta put you down. So I apologize ahead of time for what I'm about to do. All right, let's get at it.
Joe Bob Daniels. So, I see you standing with that wooden stake in your hand, and in your other hand, the holy water. On the floor, I see the silver bullets, and I know you will use that on me because, hey, I'm a vampire, right? Kiddo, or old man, whatever, you are playing with your own pathetic life. Because I told you, I literally told you that that isn't going to help you. You can try, of course, that's not a problem. But it will not help you. So here's the thing. Since I haven't fed myself in a while, I'm going to drink your blood in front of everyone. And then, we are going to fly around the arena and you will bleed over all your fans and all your friends and your family and everyone that is caring about you, because I am that dangerous and I am not afraid to kill you. But instead of killing you by drinking all your blood, I will put my venom in your veins. And then you have 3 hours to find a victim to drink from. If not, you will die very slow and in a lot of pain.
And we're back, folks. Big match there that just happened. We're going to see who moves on in the tournament. We're also going to find out in our next matchup here who is going to move on in the tournament here. We're talking about Candice Wolf, Half Past Black. These two have been building up pretty strong. Let's see if we can get it done.
I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe. I told it not, my wrath did grow. And I watered it with fears, night and morning with my tears. And I sunned it with my smiles, and with soft, deceitful wiles. And it grew both day and night, till it bore an apple bright. And my foe beheld it shine, and he knew that it was mine, and into my garden stole, when the night had veiled the pole. And in the morning glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree.
Heavy as the head that has to wear this little crown, my little wolf. Candice, do you understand what I, Half Past Black, have had to do in order to wear this crown here in HSP? Do you have any idea the amount of bloodshed and carnage that I have personally done in order to rule this kingdom, and you to have a place to even consider a platform to perform on? Do you have any idea how many times I've had to cut hands off in order to save entire arms? Do you understand that it only takes one decision to go from beloved king to crazed dictator? Do you have any idea how I've outlasted rusted tin men? I've made a duck quack. I've caused all kinds of mayhem. I've even out-villainized a villain, and I've crushed your little brick. And I've told the greatest stories that have ever been told in order for you to even have a place to call home like HSP. I want you to look in my eyes, my little wolf, and understand that I, the great king of HSP, permit you to stand before me and bow in my essence. You of all people should know that your little words like relevance and irrelevance, they mean nothing on this platform. The amount of yelling that you think you can get away with, it means absolutely zip on this platform, or even your cute little New Yorker accent. What matters are words like prosperity, legacy, an actual coronation of being a legitimate king upon his throne, overviewing everything that I see and everything that I hold near and dear to my heart. Those are the words that seem to matter. When I sit here and I look at people like you, Miss Wolf, you are an embarrassment to what I've sacrificed in order for us to become a prominent brand. I hold no grudges. I crush them all. I am King Black.
You know, Hsp Black, I tried to get to understand, okay? I tried to figure out where your agenda is in this. Everybody sees what I see. You call yourself the leader here in HSP. You call yourself the reforcer. But when shit goes sideways here in HSP, where are you? How are you enforcing anything? When shit goes sideways and you're somewhere else? Not focused on what goes on in your kingdom as how you call it? What have you accomplished here in HSP? You've won matches. You've beaten people. But I don't see where you have to call yourself the reforcer. You sit here and you say you rule HSP. But the last time I checked, every single time I come on here, I give every last effort that is in me, Hsp Black. Everything that I do for HSP has been on screen, has shown its colors, while you are hiding and you go MIA every single time. So how is this your kingdom? How is this your place? How are you called the reforcer? So you see Hsp Black. I'm going to change that after all this goes on and you face me. I'm so sick of you coming on here, calling me a little wolf, calling me a little girl, when I'm not even that. Do you understand? I will hit you. I will destroy you, and I will end your career if I have to do whatever I can to win. I put blood, sweat, and tears into this place. I should be called the reforcer. This is my kingdom. So you see, Hsp Black, at the end of this match, the only winner that's coming out is me. I'm so sick of hearing that you rule this. You rule HSP. The last time I checked, I rule HSP. So you see, everyone, Hsp Black can do whatever he can, scream at the screen. I can do the same gosh darn thing. At the end of this, I will become the winner because I know how to handle this kingdom. Nice try, Hsp Black. You're not getting by this time.
There we go. Look at that first round coming out here strong. Everybody's wanting a shot at the champs. We'll find out who's moving on there. But right now, we've got the tryout match. This is the match that people are wanting to see. We've got Soulstar. We've got Rockstar. Oh my God. If Johnny Rockstar can win, he will be a part of the HSP roster. If he does not, Soulstar has stopped him. We're going to find out. Let's take it down to the ring.
This is it. Oh, it's so promotions. You know it's about time. On the arrival of today, the Grudge event is officially here. And you know what's up next? There is something is at stake. I'm a rock spot in this company for Johnny, the Hall of Famer rock star. He's not doing it for himself. He's doing it for all the fans in his company. And the superstars were about to see an epic battle between me, myself, and I. And Soulstar, But I haven't asked this before, but I'm going to. That we both are the rising stars. That we're bright to shine. And we're going to give it the way that we do being the top stars. And well, stellar star, this means business. That we're gonna go the extra mile, but I'm gonna go the extra mile that you ever seen before. Now I could hit you with the slightly faded white thunder, claymore, and there's even more I can hit you with. Cause I can go all out and all in to pick up the most important victory of all time. The legend rise of fame.
Attention all newcomers. This is not a game.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it, you feel me?
This is life.
Let's get it.
We put blood, sweat, and tears into this. So
Look, I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to, I'd do it again. It ain't no race if I don't win. Yeah, in spite of the odds, I go get it like I'm a boss. If they step to me, we toss. Look how I done lost. And that's what keep me on my toes. Ain't no regular Joe, ain't no hanging the gloves on what's ahead, still ain't enough. Pushing kilos like it's weighted repetition maximum.
Tonight Hsp goes live and they're selling you a fairy tale. They're hyping up Johnny Rockstar like he's the next big thing. Like this is moment, like this some Cinderella ass bullshit. But this ain't a damn Disney movie, bitch. This is my world. 30 Sean Soul starts fucking domain tonight. You're gonna find out what happens when fantasy steps to the ring with fucking reality. You win this match, Johnny, right? You had a contract, right? That's your story, right? That's your dream, right? See, Johnny, you know, you signed the contract and you're on the dotted line and you come Hsp Golden Boy, the chosen one, not on my mat, not on my shift or my dimes. You're getting tonight, the only contract you're getting is a permanent residency on your fucking back when you're sitting up at the lights and wondering what the hell just happened and what just hit you. You see, Johnny, you're nothing more but a make-a-wish kid with a mic. You're a damn brown nose, a corporate smooch. You're kissing every bit of ass management offers just to get a fucking crumb. You see, you agree with everything the brat says like you're their teacher's pet. They say jump, you say how high, what flavor, and which ass to kiss after. You don't stand for shit, Johnny. You're not a rebel, you're not a fighter, you're a boot-licking brand ambassador trying to sneak your way into my world, and you got the balls to laugh react to my promos, to slap that little laugh reaction on my comments? Nah, bitch. You act like I didn't notice how your little passive-aggressive punk energy. Let me tell you something, clown. Tonight, I'm taking every laugh reaction you ever dropped, every chuckle, every giggle, every emoji, and I'm shoving that shit so far up your ass. There's gonna be shit coming out your mouth for a fucking week. And I say all this, Johnny, with love, because after tonight, you're gonna remember who broke you, and it won't be a chair or a weapon. It'll be the fucking truth, and the truth that you don't belong here, the truth that no matter how many smiles you post or asses you kiss, you ain't cut for the cloth. You're not Hsp, you're a wannabe status with a Wi-Fi access. I'ma beat your ass, you filthy dog, you pinche pendejo, okay? You ain't walking out with the contract, so you better pray that the judges vote your ass in out of sympathy. Because when that bell rings, I'm not coming to wrestle. I'm coming to end you. I'm coming to humble you. I'm coming to show the entire fucking roster why they call me Dirty Sean Soul Star, the straight shooter, the final boss, the era-defining motherfucker that Hsp built this house on. I can't be stopped. I won't be stopped. Because this is the Dirty Sean era, and it's been that way since day fucking one. Day one. And it's gonna stay that way till I say otherwise. So pack it up, Rockstar. Take your guitar, take your little TikTok, your little fake ass 5, and shove them up your overrated gimmick ass. Because that's the only thing you're rocking out tonight is a fucking fake ass L. You know what, Johnny Rockstar? I want to welcome you to Hsp, bitch. Now bleed for it.
What an impressive match there. Definitely, we'll see what happens here. We'll see if Johnny Rockstar ends up moving on. But right now, we're going to take a quick commercial break.
If you have ever wanted to own a championship belt made to the highest quality standards, an exact duplicate of your favorites growing up that you saw on TV, or your own dreamed up customization, reach out to ORM Belts, the official sponsor of Heart and Soul Promotions, maker of the Soul Fire, Tag Team, and Pure Heart Championship. That's ORM Belts.
And welcome back, folks. Don't forget our sponsor, ORM Belts. Definitely, if you're looking for a great title, that's the man to see. Also, don't forget the great shows that are coming out here from PDA. Checking out CyberSlam, check out X Factor. Also, don't forget, on the 17th, we've got Battle at the Bayou. Big matches there on the card. But right now, we've got another first round tournament here. We've got Gypsy taking on AJ Storm.
You know, HSP, you almost caught me lacking. I had a moment of weakness, and I remembered that this is an opportunity for a lifetime. This could change my career for the better. I can't go any lower down. I can only go up. So, Gypsy, I truly wish that you would do better, because the things that you are capable of just don't set the standard for somebody who deserves to move on into this tournament. You don't really look like the talent who deserves to go and win for a championship match of their choosing. So you're just not the right build. You're boring and bland, and that's the sad part, because you try to cover the mask with all this glitz and glamour and this wacky shit. See, that's the good thing about me. See, I don't need fancy to tell you as it is, not as it might be. I don't have to sit here and pretend I'm something I'm not, even though I am Storm Country. I am very unpredictable. I am going to win. And when I do, not if, when I do, I'm going to continue my reign of terror until I get what I want, what I think that I can deserve. Let that sink in. What are you willing to do? What are the lengths you're willing to fight for something you want? I guarantee you, they are not the same as mine. That could be a bat out of hell. Doesn't matter to me. But you seem like you don't want to put in the work nor the effort. So we will see. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, dickheads, dickweeds, crybabies, and bitches, freaks too. Now's the time, ladies and gentlemen, to open up your eyes and pay attention and watch what happens to AJ Storm. Look at me, Gypsy Freak, an outsider, shows up, gets booked for an opportunity I really don't deserve. I haven't been here long enough, and honestly, I don't care. Opinions don't matter, but opportunity does, and it has came knocking, and I'm answering the fucking door, and AJ Storm, you're the poor sap behind that fucking door, thinking that you can try me, thinking that you're just gonna walk through Gypsy Freak and take that opportunity. No, sir. I am going to show you just exactly who you're fucking dealing with. You're going to leave this match looking like a fucking light shower instead of a fucking storm. I'm over here expecting thunder and lightning and a massive rain all over me. And here you are unimpressing and very depressing. I'm thinking that you're going to show up and show out and show Gypsy Freak that you're not going to take her shit. But it looks like I'm wrong. You are a weak little individual, no matter how tall you are. And I am going to stomp you down where you stand. I'm going to beat your face in and take this opportunity and run off to the next person and beat their fucking ass and gather that opportunity so I can challenge for whatever championship I want. And guess what? I'm going to do it. That's not a spoiler. That's not a prediction. That's just fucking facts. And truth is you aren't going to survive, Gypsy Freak. I will destroy you with every fiber in my being. And take that opportunity and show you just what an outsider can do when you put opportunity in their fucking hand. I don't miss when it comes to opportunity. I take that shit and elevate it. You, AJ, are going to be under my fucking boot, destroyed, broken, battered, and beaten like the little fucking bitch you are. I hope you understand who you're in the ring with, and if you don't, at the end of this, you sure fucking will. I'll be seeing you very, very soon. Toodles!
All right, and we've got our final match in the first round coming up here. This one here is going to be a doozy. Mad T taking on Havoc. Let's see who's going to go take this one now.
Shadows crawl where the fire stains the sky. Whispers echo, but the truth's a twisted lie. Chaos dances in the rhythm of
You know what, Mad T? All the things that you said in the video was true. I did come up to you and ask you, what the hell do I need to do? What the hell do I need to do to come back what was mine? What was the true Havoc that everyone loved? But 6 months ago, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who was the true Havoc inside of me. But now I found her. I found the real me. The scars. Bruising. Look at this. All of the bruising, all of the scars scratching down to my face. Bleeding in my own eyes. The downside cross. I figured, now who I am, I'm finally back what was mine to begin with. And Matt T, you may follow that path, but when you follow that path, there's no turning back. I realize that I turned the wrong path, but that path showed me who the hell Havoc was. A true demon, a dominant force of all can be. When you and I in that ring, when you and I eye to eye, I will make sure you can put my blood right here, and I will make sure that your blood is on your hands. Because I can see it. Oh, I can see it now. Matty, you have no idea who you just awoken. La, da, 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 da.
When the bass go boom, when the bass go boom,
that's my one right there, baby.
When the bass go boom, that's my cue. Everybody rocking when I look around the room. When the bass go boom, that's y'all cue. Everybody rocking when you look around the room. When the bass go boom, 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 boom. When the bass go boom, 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 boom. When the bass go, flow is chronological. Call it.
You know, Havoc, you know, HSP. It's funny that Havoc, you seem to think that you can come out here, you can ready to fuck that weird ass shit as you do. That's not gonna cut it here in HSP. First off, the reason why is because there is no ring in HSP. That means you can't bring a weapon like this where I can bash you over the fucking skull with it. No, here we talk about real facts. We talk about how you are not capable of beating me in any shape or form. Havoc, how many times have you been down this road, honey, that you've gotten your ass beat by someone like Mad T? Someone who's been through the mud. Someone that came up from nothing. Someone who came from hell and came back better, stronger than ever. And one of the damn fucking promos this company has ever seen. But you're not going to stop me from getting what I want, Havoc. You're not going to stop me from coming out here and ripping your fucking head off and running on to the next challenge. I don't give a fuck who the next challenge is, because at the end of the day, there's one person I want in this tournament, and that one person, she knows who she is, because Gypsy is the person that I'm moving on this tournament to destroy, to prove to every person in this game who runs it. Who is the king of EMP? Who is the king of HSP? The king of everywhere I fucking step and I put my flag in. Because that's what the fuck I do best. I am best for business. I am the fucking man. And Havoc, you better bring every fucking thing you got in your arsenal. Go back to your fucking daddy. Oh, yeah, Fist. And say, hey, daddy, I need some material. Oh, wait, you couldn't beat Mad T either? Well, I'm fucked. And with that being said, Havoc, I love a piece of me, you stupid bitch.
Definitely got some strong performances out there from both of them. First round is actually wrapped up here. We're going to find out at the end of the show who is moving on. But right now, we've got our semi-main event. Big match up here. Number one contender for the Pure Heart title, Mr. Wallace, TDC. Big match up here. We're going to find out who's moving on. Let's take it down to the ring.
Well, you see, Mr. Wallace, there is no doubt in my mind, no doubt in anyone in the back of that locker room's mind that you don't possess the skills to beat me here tonight. But you see, Mr. Wallace, as strong as your bite is, I am your antivenom. I am everything that is going to take you down tonight and expose you to HSP. Number one on the list, Mr. Wallace, is no matter how much you want to talk about how great you are, your championship reigns here have showed us elsewise. That being, Mr. Wallace, that you was nothing more than a prop-up dummy for the cartel. Someone to put them over. They needed a name with the merit in you. You, Mr. Wallace, you was the dummy for them. It's funny how you lose your championship. We go to look for the cartel, and A-List Alverson and Bossellini is nowhere to be found. The Mr. Wallace I knew used to possess balls. The Mr. Wallace I knew could stand on his own. The Mr. Wallace I knew before I walked out the promo game didn't need no faction like the cartel. While he was killing people and leaving tombstones behind him, now, Mr. Wallace, you reach for the lowest hanging fruit, and I hope to God you can bring up something of current relevancy and you don't have to reach all the way back to the Revolution to get a pop with the boys. I can also tell you, Mr. Wallace, that you have came so low as a promo artist of short little stick jabs of jokes, smoking weed on screen, because that blunt that you spark, son, is the only spark you've had in your damn career since I've been in HSP. It damn sure has not been a spark in your heart. That is why you failed the fucking Pure Heart division. And that's why here you are, strumming along, having to be the guy that I go through as a stepping stone to get to Heathen, to prove to HSP that they need a natural talent. They need a TDC to save the division. Because you, just like the current champion, you're full of gas, you're full of hot air. There's nothing left for you to prove, Mr. Wallace. Because at the end of the day, son, the only person you was ever looking out for was yourself. Not one time was you looking out for the Pure Heart division. Not one time was you looking out for HSP. Now I have to ask you something, Mr. Wallace. When you was getting ready to come into this match, please tell me that you're going to bring the very best of Mr. Wallace. We're not going to see a repeat of what we've seen before, where you tirelessly fumble the ball, you make empty promises to HSP, and you don't live up to them. I'm here as a new shining beacon light in the Heart Soul Promotions. I'm the new beacon shining light in the Pure Heart division. Because they need a man that's going to do everything that they say that they're going to do. They need a champion that they can be proud of. And I'll promise you, Mr. Wallace, that shit ain't you. Now go ahead and go out here and tell these people how you're better than me. Go ahead and go out here and tell these people how I failed as an owner. Go out here and tell these people how I scream in my promos. Because nothing sells short of the fact, Mr. Wallace, is that you've lied to them. You've lied to them time and time again, and you failed the Pure Heart division time and time again. It's a new day here. You tell us not to forget the mister. It's you, Mr. Wallace, who needs to go look in the mirror and realize that you forgot who the fuck the mister was. And what you need to do is you need to tell them all so they all can start singing the same tune. That I'm the natural talent TDC, the best damn promo artist from C to C, that your ass and everybody else in that locker room wish they could fucking be.
Heart and Soul Promotions. This your man, Mr. Wallace. Make sure you say the damn Mr. And I don't know about y'all, but do you feel it? Can you smell it? I can damn near taste it, and y'all get to see it. This match right here is going to tingle all of your body senses because it should. All your promo senses should be flaring at full alarm because you got TDC. You got Mr. Wallace. And do you understand the magnitude, the historic moment in this match, huh? Do you? I don't think you do. A match that I thought would never, ever, ever happen. And here we are. And thank you for Heart and Soul Promotions for finally giving the promoverse something that they needed a long time ago. Because like TDC, hate TDC, like Mr. Wallace, hate Mr. Wallace, neither one of us gives a damn. But one thing you can't deny, one thing you can't dispute, is TDC and myself's contributions, impact, hell, innovations we have brought to this promo game to help advance it. Deny it if you want to, you be a fool. But TDC, as I take the part of the promo where I hype you up and give you the big ups and talk about the positive things I like about you, I must start drawing the line in the sand to start separating you and me. I get it, what we've done for this game, but it's the actual playing in the game where we separate. See you, I look at your resume. Yeah, you got a cute little gift to gab. You won some championships, but damn it, your championships you won ain't to the magnitude, ain't to the weight, ain't to the impact of the championships I won. I mean, let's be honest, TDC, see your cocky and your arrogance is not like Mr. Wallace's because I got the resume to back it up. See, you're just a more likable, heavier set Shady Shawn McKenzie, and I don't know if that's a good thing. But one thing for sure, and one thing that is for certain, TDC, is Mr. Wallace's. Make sure you say the damn Mr. My promo game is transcendent. Put Mr. Wallace in that promo place. Put him over in that promo place. Put him in that promo place. Put him in that promo place. It doesn't fucking matter. One thing stays the same. I am the constant. I am the North Star. I am the one. My shit talking doesn't change where I go. My dominance doesn't change where I go. Hell, I don't even have to promo in my usual promo place, and my verbal skills and my assassination skills to verbally dissect a motherfucker doesn't change. And that's why, after the end and conclusion of this match, I will be that #1 contender. I will be the next guy. And I will be a 3-time Pure Heart champion. You can take that to the bank.
God! Woo! And I'll tell you, there was a lot of fire out of that match for sure. A lot of big words coming out. We'll see who's moving along. But now we've got the main event of the evening. We've got the big matchup. Number one contender, tag team titles. Four-way dance. 4 teams have came together. The winner will meet Johnny Blade and Heathen at Firestarter. Get ready, folks. Let's take it down the ringside.
Hsp. See, the darkness, the abyss of what everybody else in this match thinks that myself and McFly are going to fall to is nothing but what the reality of your own fates are going to be. See, everybody thinks that me and McFly don't deserve to be in this match. You've all said your dues, but it doesn't matter. And you see, the fact of why it doesn't matter is it's written all over my partner's face. We have no care in the world what any of you are going to try, keyword try, to do. We are going to come out victorious. And you are going to fade to the ripples. You're going to fade to the abyss of your emptiness deep down inside, to the debris, broken bits of your soul. You're gonna face not just the non-binary witch, but the jester. And neither one of us are going to play nice. You think that we're both underdogs, but it doesn't matter whether we're at our lowest of lows, reaching for the sky, or your lowest of lows. It doesn't matter where you're at. Because bottom line, the non-binary witch and the jester are going to make this one of the most twisted nightmares you've ever seen. Now see, I know a couple of you are probably tired of hearing my voice, but the show must go on now, doesn't it? So see, let's be blunt for a minute and make everybody understand. Neither one of us care what happens to ourselves. We're going to go out there and do exactly what we have to do to brutalize each and every one of you. We're going to take our steps methodically. We're going to go down the path that we need to claim the victory we deserve. Just because I am new here and McFly is looked at as an underdog does not mean that we don't belong. And see, as I watch each of your bodies fade, as we demolish you one by one, the jester and the witch will remain, and the damage is already done.
HSP,
Y'all already know who it is, so let me just jump in to the nonsense. Let me start off with Kev and Dante Black. Kev, you really think tagging up with Dante is gonna help your career in HSP? You think you're gonna go any further with Dante? To be honest, he don't even care about you, my guy. It's just another place for him to promo, to spread his nonsense, for him to feed his ego. And Dante, I don't know why you even have an ego. You've been spitting the same shit since you came back. You've been on the decline. HSP is starting to see that. And I'll be damned if you go through me to get this W. I'm sorry, Dante. You were thinking the past in HSP. At this point, your girl got more balls than you. Speaking of which, got anything to say before I continue, Wapo?
Yes, I do have something to say. I commend you. You know, you've been in the hospital for a couple of days, and yet you tell me, and I'm the only visitor here. I mean, come on, I thought you was that doesn't matter. But you're right. You know, Dante Black, when was the last time his name was muttered at HSP walls? When was the last time that he actually did something relevant here in HSP? The only place I see that he's relevant right now is in 3 letters that belong to him. But I'm not going to say that because we all know how that goes. But you see, what I don't need to understand is Kevin Wolf, you come out here saying how you're one of the best, saying how you are going to run Rough Shot, how you're going to be the next big thing here at HSP. But every time you come around, you fail. Every time you come around, it seems to me that you don't got what it takes to go over that hump to become a main event status. It seems like you're comfortable where you're at. Anybody could tell a story, but it's the ending of the story that matters.
All right, now bring that back, Wapo, because I got something to say to that too. See, Vita, McFly, y'all nobodies. I mean, Vita's confused. She don't know if she's a female, she don't know if she's a male. That alone speaks for itself. Come on, Vita, a non-binary witch. Does that make sense to you? But then again, you don't use logic, do you? Logic doesn't make sense to you. But it's okay. Because I guess McFly is supposed to help you with that, right? Another idiot, another embarrassment here in HSP. Somebody that thinks he's gonna go anywhere with people like you? Come on. It's just another male that he should walk all over and abuse. Because that's what you do. Abuse. But you don't want to speak on that. Anything else you got to say, Wapo?
Oh yeah, there's a lot I gotta say, but it seems like you carry the bases. What you need to understand is Vita is confused because Vita wants to identify as anything that helps her in her advantage. If that's the case, hell, me and Blunt, let's identify as the new HSP champions. Hell, we can identify as whatever we want to identify as, and that's what it seems like. And you, Elijah McFly, you are relevant in one other world, and that's the only time I've ever heard anybody mutter the word McFly. You see, McFly, you're gonna be under my thumb like always. You're always gonna be on the losing end of El Guapo, because that's how it always is. That's how it's always gonna be. Because let me tell you, the team of me and Blunt, we don't play no games. The fact of the matter is, it seems like we're at a handicap because my man here is not feeling so good. He's under the weather, but yet for him to be out here and still grind and still put your names in the dirt shows how much power that you guys have, shows how much energy that we need to take to beat you two clowns. So you, Vita, you go ahead and keep identifying as whatever you want to identify, because we all know at the end of the day, you only identify to what's best for you. But tonight, you're going to identify as a loser.
Yeah. Bomber and Tossadamus, the only official competition in this match. And to be honest, they're not really getting along lately. See, Bomber got this thing that Tom Adamas don't really do anything. He just sit on his ass and just let Bomber does the work. But we all know Bomber ain't shit. And when it comes to talent, unfortunately, Toss is the better half. And I'm Toss for you to pick Bomber against me. Didn't you see how I embarrassed him the first time here? Oh no, Toss you're good. You're just not wise. You're kind of slow, if you ask me.
You know, Blunt, you're absolutely, positively, 150% correct. Because you see, Toaster, I don't consider you dumb, but your choices you make are very stupid. Because, do you even go here?
Well, go ahead, finish this, my guy.
You three teams think that you're gonna come out here and come out the woodworks and think that you're gonna deserve a shot? Let me let you know that Blunt is here to stay. Blunt, my man, is in the hospital. Been in the hospital for 2, 3, 4 days. And he still comes out here and shows everything he got and still battles better than each and every one of you. So let me let you know this. Whoever, and I mean whoever, thinks that they're gonna come and take our spotlight, and I'm talking you, Thompson Thomas, you think you're gonna come back and take El Guapo's spotlight, it's not gonna happen. So let me let you know that the fact is, Blunt and Guapo will move on and become the #1 contenders to the collective's title. And when it comes down to it, those tag team titles are ours. And there's nothing that you can do or say.
HSP! The main event you guys have all been waiting for is here. The 4-way tag team match for the World Heavyweight Tag Team Championships of HSP. And the Fire and Wyatt is looking to be in that match. We're looking to take down the collective and be the tag team champions of HSP. And it starts here, and it starts with you, El Guapo and Blunt Row. Because you guys walking, oh, look at us. We know how to edit. We know how to promo. We're the best. You guys ain't the best. You guys have never been the best. You got El Guapo walking out here looking like the Violator from Spawn. You got Blunt Row looking like he needs another $1 so he can get that nice little hit of crack off. You know what I mean? Toastadamus?
Man, I don't know about all that. I don't know about Blunt Row being a crackhead. I know he smokes the weed, and does he smoke the weed, right, Devo? Oh, look at me, I'm Blunt Row. I named myself after a marijuana product of nature.
What a loser! What a loser!
Unbelievable. And then you got El Guapo, who wants to be Bronx Bomber so bad. He wants to be Bronx Bomber. Do you remember when we had him come to Defiance? He thought he was gonna lead Defiance. He thought he was gonna lead the way. And you know what happened? Nothing! El Guapo!
Yup! He was smooching back then, and he's smooching now!
How that man is Soulfire champion is beyond me.
I can't believe it either. And you know what I can't believe? I can't believe that Vina teamed up with McFly, and they really think that they're gonna come in here and defeat the other people in this match? Are these guys crazy? You got Vina over here confused as a motherfucker, not knowing what the fuck to say. Dumb, day, dare, up, down, left, right. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? What I'm gonna call you is a loser. It's a loser. Because, girl, you have nothing to us men here. You might have some, some little jobs here and there on the women here in HSP or in this community, but when it comes to strong men, strong like Boo, you don't got no chance. And then how about Elijah McFly? I know you know Elijah McFly, Toaster. You know him.
I know about Elijah McFly. I think a lot of people know about Elijah McFly. Elijah McFly's the guy that don't show up. Did he even show up in this match? Is he here? Is he here tonight? McFly!
Hello?
You know, McFly, you gotta be a promo star to show up every day. You can't just be an artist. You gotta come out here. You gotta give it your all every day, all the time. That's just when you feel like it?
Yup. And feeling, let's talk about that, Toastadamus. Let's talk about feeling. Hey, Kevin Wolf, are you feeling good today? Are you feeling good today, Mr. Kevin Wolf? Because you decided to team with Dante Black, and I don't understand why you did that. At least Dante Black can say he held a title here in HSP. You can't, Kevin. You try week in, week out to be the best. You try in, week out, week in and week out to cater to the fans. And you never succeed. And here we are, you still trying to defeat the Bronx Bomber. Because trust and believe, when we had that triple threat match, you didn't beat me. Johnny Blade beat me, not your ugly ass. Let's get that straight. And then Dante Black. I know Toaster. Why don't you talk about Dante Black? Because I have a lot to say about him, but I know you have more.
I don't know about more, but I got something to say about Dante Black. You see, Dante Black, he's become, I guess, what you would call a promo star in this game. Dante Black, he's made a name for himself. Or did he? Did he really make it for himself? Or did he have a little help along the way? You know, help like Toastadamus helped you. You know the back in the day, the A-list showcase.
I remember that, the A-list showcase.
You remember that tournament, Dante Black? Yeah. You flaunt that belt around so damn much, you flaunt it more than you do Vita.
That is absolutely true. And you were the man.
If it wasn't for me judging that tournament and putting you over as a star, you wouldn't be the star you are today, Dante Black. I can't wait. I couldn't wait for a singles match with you. But I can't do that anymore. So here we are in tag matches. You're lucky ass. You are lucky that it can't be a singles match.
Yup, you are lucky. And none of you other teams are lucky. Because Defiant Why, we are going to the promised land. Because when you have two best friends with one goal, and that goal is the tag team championship, you can't defeat that. Toaster, take us away.
It's Defiant Why now. The tag team division is Defy and Why. Don't take that as a threat. Take it as a promise from Bronx Bomber and Toaster Damas.
Ladies and gentlemen of Hsp Grudge, the fatal four-way tag team match has arrived. Now just take a seat, please. Step inside my office. Let me explain something real quick before we get into the neat and gritty. You see, myself, Greatness at his greatest Reaper, Dante Black, and Kevin Wolf are gonna come out here and do the unexpected. When you guys are all probably thinking, we're gonna come out here, run our mouths, and talk our shit, and cut you all by the knees before you could even stand, before a word can be uttered out of your mouths. When truly that is the one fact that every single one of you have dead wrong.
See, it's funny that we talk a lot about the journey and the destination and a lot of the roads and bumps ahead, because that is exactly what this four-way is. It's a big giant roadblock ahead of what me and Dante Black want to do. But let me put it all to rest right now. A lot of people are saying that me and Dante Black don't gel. We won't even gel at all. Everybody knows what my partner's gonna do. He's fallen off and he wasn't ready. But let me tell you something. When he got kicked out of the collective, who was the first person to message him? Me. Who was the first person to reach out and say, hey, I got your back, buddy? Me.
You see, I had to look myself in the mirror and I didn't like what I was seeing. I had to tell myself that I was going to change the perspective I was in. See, when I look back at that reflection, that was telling me that I had let everyone down. That I was alone, I lost a family, a band of brothers that had my back. That I would traverse down these roads alone. Going through obstacle after obstacle, breaking through every single brick wall, using all my strength, becoming battered and bruised. That no one would be by my side. Then a voice appeared in my head, and that voice was Kevin Wolf. He was there for me ever since I left the collective. He stood there by my side, saying I will always have your back. Whenever you need a team member, I will be there for you. And that is why we stand here today. That's why I look you straight dead in your eyes right now, and I see every single one of you appear in front of me inside of this glass. A shell of your former selves waiting for you all to face. I can look and break it all away, knowing that myself and the person that let everyone down is gone.
See, me and my tag team partner, Dante Black, have always traveled down a different path and has always led us back to each other. That's what a true tag team is. It's more than just a tag team that's just thrown together randomly. It's more than just two people that meet each other. It's two brothers that are bred from different versions of themselves.
You see, when you're traveling those roads, you're gonna find that you have differences, but you find that coexistence in your mind, the same thought process, the same design that you want to achieve a goal that no one says is possible. When in the end, you fight for it. It only stands for one simple fact.
It truly doesn't matter which path we take, which road we travel, what the journey is, it all leads to one single destination for myself and my tag team partner, my brother. That destination is a stop away. That is our goal. That is our achievement, and that is the HSP Tag Team Championships. There's not a damn thing any one of you can do about it.
You know, it's funny, Dante Black, because you lost to this next person that I'm mentioning, but I ended up going into that match and I made him my bitch because he came in last place during this match, and he was your Soulfire champion.
Nostradamus, the one who thinks he has the power to either put his thumbs up for success or down for failure. Well, last I checked, he doesn't hold that power in his hands. And everyone thought it was going to be a surprise teammate to be brought to his side because Shady had to leave, which we wished him the best of luck. But of course, it was expected. He brings aside Bomber, Mr. Defiance, thinking he's going to defy the odds unless his face of facts he's not. Yeah, he beat me with a toilet gag. But last I checked, I can have a shot at that title in the future. So you can call it even because I hold this over your head for the rest of those days. So I'll get up from my scars. What are you going to do, Bomber, when you can't get up from yours?
Losing matches is a lot like a scar. You wear it with a badge of honor. You remember that feeling and what caused that scar, and you don't use it as anger. You use it as fuel to keep driving yourself forward, to keep pushing forward, because you never want to feel that pain again.
These next two men are so confident that they're going to win this.
Oh, so now we're getting to Blunt and Wappo. Let's see what we have to say about that.
Every opportunity you have earned. You have made a complete and utter fool of yourself. You made a fool of yourself in the match against Hollywood Haywood. You made a fool of yourself in that gauntlet when you got exposed live.
I mean, it's not our fault that they tried to build a foundation but couldn't find the right blueprint. We could be out here cutting them down, putting the knife across their throats, but last I checked, this is HSP, not EMP. But don't worry, we're not going to overcharge. Just hope by the end of the night that you two, you don't hold a grudge.
Non-binary witch. Someone who didn't even want to be here. Someone who doesn't like this place. Has admitted it herself. Had to go and bail Elijah McFly out. The very person which she truly doesn't like.
I mean, how can they gel together? I mean, let me just ask one of them themselves. Don't witches use snakes in their cauldrons to make potions? That's the question, isn't it? I mean, just look at our opponents. You have Nostradamus, and then his partner doesn't appear on the market when you look on the screens. Bomber, who wishes he was shady. You have two people that smoke enough grass, but should physically go outside and touch it and feel what nature is. Then you have a gelled together random Frode mixed tag team with Vita, a witch who tries to put a spell on you, and a snake who just quite isn't very sneaky. Then you look at the top left corner. There's your stars. Greatness at his greatest, and the true heart of his company, Kevin Wolf.
There's one last thing that we have to say before we put you in a car and check you out of this entire match.
Nobody in this tag team is going to get out alive.
Woo! Great show, guys. Great show. Definitely. How's everybody doing? Everybody enjoy that? All right. Here we go. Just make sure I'm heard there. But yep, there we go, folks. Definitely great show. Congratulations to everyone who was out here competing. But I guess we got to find out some winners, right? Can anybody hear me? Because I ain't seeing nobody in the comments. Okay, there we go. I just want to make sure I was heard. Cool. All right. Yeah, that big tag match. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into results. But let's get into this. First matchup. Joe Bob Daniels, Cruella DeVille, first round of the tournament. With a vote of 2-1. Your winner, Cruella DeVamp. Congratulations, Cruella. You will be moving on. And your opponent, who will that be? One half of the bracket here. That would be Mad T and Havoc. Let's go down that one. Because we also... The show fell off without me still. Good. All right, cool. Here we go. I know we got a little bit of delay. Second match. Mad T and Havoc. They will be meeting the winner over there, Cruella DeVamp, with a 2-1 victory. Your winner, Mad T. Congratulations, Mad T. You and Cruella will be meeting in the semifinals. Let's get to the other half of that bracket because we have Half Past Black versus Candace Wolf. Ooh, something in my throat there. Yes, those right there with a 2-1 votes. Your winner, Half Past Black. He will be moving on. Congratulations to Half Past Black. You'll be taking on the winner of the Gypsy, taking on AJ Storm. And the winner of that with a 2-1 victory. Gypsy will be moving on there. It'll be Gypsy versus Half Past Black, and it will be Havoc taking on Mad T. Great semifinals there. Definitely, you see a lot of the congratulations. Definitely, that is awesome. It's a great match. It was. All these were great matches. I get it. I get it. Ah, boy, I tell you, the fire in the locker room's coming. But yes, let's get into the other match here. Will Johnny Rockstar make it on this roster? Because this match was a 3-0 vote. 3-0, clean sweep. And your winner and latest member of HSP, Johnny Rockstar. Congratulations, Johnny Rockstar. You are now a part of the roster. Yes, and that brings me into that. Remember, after this show becomes the excessive cussing rule. Yes, was not applied here, but you can pretty much bet that the judges probably went with it, even though it wasn't official, because he lost. Yes, so pay attention to that. Now let's get into the big matches. No, he's not gone. Soulstar's not gone, by the way. Soulstar's not gone. He just lost the match. Maybe we'll have a rematch down the line. We'll see. All right, here we go. Big match. Number 1 contender, Pure Heart title. Pure Heart Championship. Hope these men came out there firing. This is a great match. But we have a 3-0 clean sweep. And your winner, Mr. Wallace. Congratulations, Mr. Wallace. You will be going to Firestarter 4 and you will be meeting the champion, Heathen. That will be there on Firestarter 4 and the 21st. So make sure you see that match along with the other one, the Soulfire Championship. You'll be having that. Wapo taking on Shady McKenzie. He's getting at it after this, just to let you know. Yes, he's a part of the roster. Yeah. God, you guys are more devastated about that. That's wild. All right. Fatal 4-way main event. Let's get into that. I get it, man. Both y'all did great. I will be passing out notes later tonight, so you can cuss out Judge 3 and everybody else that you want. Jesus Christ. All right, main event. Let's get into this. I know we're waiting to find out who won this one. I'm going to read this from fourth to first with the 3 judges. Judge number 1, fourth place, Vita Lynn and Elijah McFly. Third place, Blunt Rowe and Wapo. First place by Judge 1, Bronx Bomber and Tonstradamus. They got a vote. Second judge, fourth place, Blunt Rowe and Wapo. Third place, Vita and Elijah McFly. First place, Dante Black and Kevin Wolf. We have one each. And here, since we got it here, let me just tell you, third judge, we did not go to a fourth. Your winner with a 2-1 vote. 2-1. Your winner, Dante Black and Kevin Wolf. Congratulations. You guys will be going on to fight the collective members of Heathen and Johnny Blade. This will all be happening at Firestarter 4. The 2 semifinal matches, those 3 title matches will all be happening there. Yes, promos will be due that Monday. Yes, that will be the 18th, I believe. Yes. Yep, 18th. So make sure you get them in by noon. But with that, I'm Dr. Quack, and that's the end of our show.